We are live. As we speak, Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson is about to start. The Canelo Alvarez, Dmitry Bivol fight should be rocking and rolling in about 10-15 minutes, I'd say. The pre-fight, the co-main event just finished. Montana Love, the young prospect, went to the decision for the first time in his career, I believe, or the full 10 rounds. He might have went shorter decisions earlier in his career. Got tested a little bit, got dropped in the second round, but overall, Montana Love, good performance tonight, but a lot to take from this fight. It shows that he still has a lot of learning to do and a lot of work to do to get to the higher level. So right now, we got Tony Ferguson walking to the ring. Let me turn down my speakers so I don't get flagged for nothing. Got the guy, Tony Ferguson, the legend, walking to the ring right now, fighting the other beast, Michael Chandler. This shit should be action-packed. The only way I could see this fight not being action-packed is if one of them gets cracked and tries to institute wrestling heavy. And they both are good wrestlers. Tony Ferguson and Chandler both have an extensive wrestling background. So, but I have a feeling that, no matter what, this is going to turn into a dogfight at some point, right? And like I said, as far as the Canelo fight, we got about 10-15 minutes before that gets going. So hope everyone's good out there. Please subscribe if you pop in here. Please subscribe to the other channel you see on the screen, Original Wiggers Comedy. We go live every Wednesday. Satire, comedy, shit talk. We just have fun for a few hours. Talk about obscure things going on, virally, yada, yada. So Tony Ferguson, he's getting checked. I believe Tony Ferguson's on a 3-fight losing streak. Don't quote me. Michael Chandler's on a 2-fight losing streak. And both of these guys need a win if they want to keep getting, a crack at the top of the food chain. I think both of them could end up right back in the title picture with a win here. You got a strong pool of guys all fighting to stay within that pocket. Hold on, let's see what we got going on here. Better get back on here. Got my link. My link is freezing up a drop here. For those that need a link, if they want a link to freeze up too, but that works for the most part, that's your best bet right there. I had to turn off my phone Wi-Fi. Sometimes that's what you got to do in order to make the link work, because your internet service provider will sometimes automatically block the link. So if anybody's in here that's not usually in here, please subscribe to the channel, throw a like on there. It all helps feed the algorithm. If you enjoy my content at all, just support it in any way you can. Very much appreciated. Uh-oh. I think Uncle Dana just clipped my stream. Hold on. We got to get a new stream up. See what's going on for Canelo. All right, Canelo's just doing commercials. They look like they're going to stall a little bit before they start the main event over there. That's why I wanted to wait a little while to go live. I don't like going live, too early, and then the fights, have a long period of time before, before they get going. And then I got to sit here and just talk random bullshit. All right, Michael Chandler walking to the ring right now. Canelo Alvarez fight, like I said, about 10-15 minutes out. Chandler looking confident, ready to rock and roll. Tony Ferguson looked good on the way to the ring as well. Canelo fight will be starting, I would say, in 10 to 15 minutes. Now, everyone who's on this stream, keep in mind, right? About an hour after the live streams, I will have clickable chapters, right? So you'll be able to go into this live stream and still see all the reactions. I also try to record separate reaction videos and breakdowns of some of the fights as well. But within the description of this video that you're watching now, there will be clickable chapters and topics about an hour and a half by the time I go through everything and itemize it, and it takes a little while for the video to process as well. So, keep on the lookout for that as well. Hey, Carolina, I appreciate you. Brazil in the house. Much love. My boy Caesar, what's good, brother? The West Coast check-in. You got Canelo, Alcuco, and Rose, and Oliveira. Okay, Oliveira. Yeah, I mean, Canelo, it depends, right? Because Bivol, Dmitry Bivol is no joke. Has a lot of boxing skill, very respectable power, the naturally bigger man. But obviously, we expect Canelo to get the job done. But I wouldn't be like crazy surprised, even though it would be an upset and it would garner a reaction. It wouldn't be like, really surprising if, and it would actually make the Triple G fight more intriguing if they fight later this year. And you got Tony Ferguson. I love Tony Ferguson. I also love Justin Gaethje. Michael Chandler. It sucks because either of these guys, if either one of these guys take a loss tonight, Ferguson or Chandler, Ferguson, it's almost, it hurts him a lot. And Michael Chandler, he'll then be 2-3 in the UFC. So it's a hard loss for either guy. So it's hard. It's hard to root against either one of them. Rose, obviously, yeah, I'm pulling for Rose. I think Carla Esparza is also a beast and has a very good chance, especially if she can establish her wrestling like in the first fight. But Rose is 100 times better than she used to be. And I also believe that Esparza, she improved a lot since then as well. A lot. But I don't know if she improved as much as Rose did. And then Oliveira, listen, I think Gaethje, I'm going for Gaethje now. I was originally kind of split, but leaning towards Gaethje. But after the weight issues and the scale shit sounds a little bit fishy. They're saying the scale was heavy and this, that. Pretty much everyone else made weight. So it's kind of a lame duck excuse to me. But either way, I'll be happy if either guy wins. It just sucks for Charles either way. He cannot retain his belt. His belt is going to go into the ether now if he happens to win. So Gaethje, I'm pulling for Gaethje a little more at this point. What part of the country at? I'm from New York, but I live in Pennsylvania now. I lived in Pennsylvania for about the last, what we're looking at? About 12, 11 years, 10 to 12 years, something like that. Yo, Nick, what's good, my brother? Yo, me too, man. I cannot wait. I'm obviously also watching the UFC right now. We're actually about to start the play-by-play for the Chandler Ferguson fight. That's not booked yet, Pete. We got to see what happens with that one. We still got a lot of politics to get around as far as that fight goes. All right, Canelo's in the back. He's getting loose. I can't hear the walkouts or anything because I have my audio playing through the speakers, and I'm afraid, you know what? I'm going to change that in a second because I need to hear the walkouts and all that shit. All right, so what we got here? Round one. Tony Ferguson's doing a lot of his awkward movement. He said he wants to go back to the basics and get more wrestling done in this fight. Ferguson's number one discipline is wrestling, at the end of the day. Right now, Tony Ferguson doing a good job with his length, keeping Chandler from getting in on him like he wants to because, Michael Chandler always wants to get on the inside for the most part. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first round. Nice kick variation so far from Tony Ferguson. Up top and down low. Nice little left hand from Mike Chandler. And then Tony came back with a little jab. Little elbow for Tony Ferguson. Oh, Ferguson just dropped Chandler. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first round. Michael Chandler just got dropped by a nice shot from Tony Ferguson. And then Michael Chandler just landed a nice right hand bomb on Ferguson in response. But Ferguson ate it well. We all know the type of chin that Tony Ferguson has. So that's not a damn surprise at all, obviously. But we got a nice little war breaking out so far. Early, a little earlier than I even expected it to. Couple of nice little shots from Michael Chandler. But Tony Ferguson has already immediately established that he can keep Michael Chandler a little honest with his power. And that's big. That's big right there because we didn't know Ferguson could really, hurt him to that degree, and he hurt him early. Little jab from Michael Chandler, doing a lot of circling. Yeah, me too. Back and forth with UFC and boxing. Great. The boxing gods have blessed us tonight. Not the boxing gods. The fight gods have blessed us tonight. All right. Middle of the ring. Tony Ferguson is doing a great job with varying kicks and strikes up top. So far, Michael Chandler hasn't really been able to establish any type of rhythm. But, Ferguson's length so far seems to be a problem. Oh, great takedown. Great takedown from Michael Chandler. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left on my clock. Michael Chandler's on top of Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's doing a good job. The Canelo fight, right now, Canelo's in the back. They're showing some shots of Canelo in the back. They're actually showing commercials right now. That fight's probably still about 10, 15 minutes away, I would say. I said that about 10, 15 minutes ago, but that's probably where we're at. All right, so Tony Ferguson on the bottom. Michael Chandler, dominant position over him, not doing much with it. It looks like Michael Chandler is cut and leaking all over the ring, probably from an elbow, but I'm not sure yet. But you can see Tony Ferguson, even though he's on the bottom, he's doing a good job of working in some elbows. Michael Chandler still on top, not getting much done, but it is ground control time. So, you gotta consider that, 1 minute, 28 seconds left. Round number 1. Even though Michael Chandler's got a good little minute or two of ground control time at this point, you would still have to give Tony Ferguson a round so far, in my opinion, because he landed, he dropped Chandler, he cut Chandler. But right now, Michael Chandler's landed some bombs from the top. He's got him right up against the fence, working him well. Good recovery after being dropped early in the fight, obviously. But Tony Ferguson's on the bottom, and he's just hitting him with every elbow, every limb he could possibly hit him with. 48 seconds left, round number 1. Pardon me, I'm gonna adjust this phone a little bit. I want to try to make sure that I don't got to look down too far to see the fight, so I'm not like looking down too much on camera. All right, 35 seconds left, round 1. Still Michael Chandler on top. Still Tony Ferguson landed some good elbows from the bottom. I believe it's Michael Chandler leaking all over the place. Tony's definitely got a little damage on his left eye as well. It looks like he's cut as well. So far, this fight is living up to all expectations, and it's exactly what we expected from Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson. As far as Canelo, it looks like they're singing the Mexican national anthem right now. So that means we're getting close. What a fucking first round. What a first round between Tony Ferguson and Michael Chandler. Everything we expected from this fight. Both guys bloody. Both guys had their moments. All right. So we're looking like that's going to be a fucking, heavy leakage, bro. Heavy leakage, bro. Heavy leakage. Is that time of the month? You know what I mean? It's that time of the month. For both men. Both men leaking. Both men fucking leaking already. Let's go. Great fucking first round of action between the two. I'm going to have to sit here and keep the Canelo fight on at the same time. See, this is one thing I can't understand, right? I understand the money. You got to get that money, especially Cinco de Mayo weekend and all that good shit. But I feel like the fight sports should work together more because it'd be more beneficial for the most part. Listen, if you have a Mexican headlining the UFC that weekend, Cinco de Mayo, and Canelo, of course, that's another story. And it is a Mexican heavy card. Technically, Justin Gaethje, I believe, is half Mexican. I'm almost positive, believe it or not. I think his mother is Mexican. Tony Ferguson, Carlo Esparza. So there is a lot of Mexican, Mexican heritage going down, for the UFC as well. But it would be more beneficial to both organizations if the fights could be somehow, staggered more, so everyone can get whatever they could get out of the fight as far as, gate and pay-per-view buys. Anybody who needs a link. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Michael Chandler just flatlined Tony Ferguson. Fucking flatlined. Done. Wrap. Good night. Good night, Tony Ferguson. He's still not fucking moving. That motherfucker is counting fucking sombreros and fucking flaming hot Cheetos and taquitos and all the fucking Gringo Poppy, Brendan Shaw bad jokes you can imagine. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Flatlined. Tony Ferguson has never been knocked out like that in his entire career. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. What a fucking knockout from from Michael Chandler. Holy shit, man. Listen, man, you got to feel happy for the guy. Michael Chandler worked a very long time to get himself in position to make it to the UFC. You know, 2-2 since he entered the UFC, fighting nothing but the monsters in the UFC, and he just pulled off a fucking beastly knockout over Tony Ferguson. You know, close first round. Arguably, Tony Ferguson won the first round. Right now, Dmitry Bivol is walking to the ring, so that fight's probably 6-7 minutes out at this point. Close first round. Michael Chandler's crying his eyes out, pointing at his family. You got to feel happy for the guy. You know, you can't help but feel happy for the man. Close first round. Both guys bloody. Both guys beat up. Second round starts. Tony Ferguson was giving Chandler problems with his length early on in the first round. Chandler got on top of him. Ground control time. Didn't do much damage. Ferguson did more damage with little slick elbows in the first round. And then, oh shit, I didn't even realize it was a mean front kick. Oh shit. I didn't even initially see that shit. It happened so fast. Mean front kick. I didn't realize the angle of that fucking kick. Holy shit. You cannot get a more perfect kick in a more perfect spot. Not possible to plan a knockout any better. Look at this. Full extension on the way up. The foot came on the way up. The foot right on the bottom of the chin. Holy shit. That was crazy. That's one of the craziest knockouts you're ever going to see. That's one of the craziest knockouts you're ever going to see. Holy shit. The best front kick to the face of all time, Joe Rogan said. And I fully agree. Anderson Silva obviously had one of the, had some of the best front kicks you ever seen in the history of the, combat sports MMA. But wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a win. Bro, that kick was on point. On needle point. It gets no better. Holy shit, man. You got to be happy for Chandler, man. All right, so now we got Dmitry Bivol finally making his way out to the ring. Obviously, DAZN, they throw all their fight cards and all their events where it's like an event. You know what I mean? Which I like about it. But they take like triple the amount of time to walk to the ring half the damn time. So that fight's about to go down. Tony Ferguson, hell of a UFC career. Doesn't mean his career is completely over, but it definitely does mean he's on a 4-fight losing streak, right? 4-fight losing streak for Tony Ferguson. Michael Chandler keeps his name at the top of the division with that vicious front kick that just demolished. He turned fucking Tony Ferguson into a bag of fucking tortilla chips real quick. Bro, not only did he win, he just knocked him out with the illest front kick you ever seen in your life. Perfect front kick, right on the jaw, demolished Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson had a good first round. He had a very good first round. Won the first round, probably. Cut up Michael Chandler. He was also cut a bit. Man, look at that kick, man. Holy shit. They keep playing the replays of the kick. Work of art. That kick was a work of art. Perfect timing, perfect placement. And I think Tony Ferguson will keep fighting because he's a tough guy, but he's got to reevaluate some stuff, 4-fight losing streak. Just got flatlined for the first time of his career. That never happens to Tony Ferguson. That is not something you see in a Tony Ferguson fight. Hell no. That dude will sit there and catch brain damage for 5 rounds before he'll give up. Look what Justin Gaethje did to him. Man, that right there is impressive. And it says a lot about Michael Chandler. Because even though Tony Ferguson was on a 3-fight losing streak, he still looked good and had moments in those fights. And even if he lost, he didn't get beat down except the Justin Gaethje fight, but was still there for almost the entire fight, getting beat down. All right? Never flattened like that. Says a lot about Michael Chandler. Oliveira didn't beat him like that. Chandler didn't beat him like that. So, boom, Michael Chandler right back at the top of the division. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah. He's going to be fighting in PFL next season, trying to fight and win that $1 million. But he might still have a good career for himself doing that shit, if we're being honest. Yeah. Good first round, no question about it. Canelo fight. They got the lights dimmed. Everything's about to start. Ah, man, I really wish I don't know if I should play the volume in my ears. I'm going to have to change the setting to do so. Fans wanted Tony to get a belt. Don't mean he could win a belt. Yeah. Nah, I think Tony, I think he has to at least consider. He has to at least consider that it might be getting towards the end. He has to at least think about it. It's got to at least be a consideration at this point. Never seen not like that. Maybe from a right hand. I could have seen a Chandler right hand. Nobody saw that front kick coming from nowhere, just plastering him on the floor. He turned him into a fucking area rug. He turned into an instant area rug. You know what I mean? Just bloop. God damn. Calling out McGregor. Hey, you can't blame him. Get that money, Chandler. Big win. Mike, Nick, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to answer me quickly so I know what to do. I need you to tell me when I play this beat right now, can you hear it? The goal is for you not to hear it because I want to play my audio from the Canelo fight so I can hear it, but you can't. So tell me if you hear this beat right now. Do you hear an instrumental? I need a yes or no on if you hear an instrumental, Big Nick. All right? So here we go. We are waiting on Canelo versus Bivol to start. Canelo is still on his way to the ring. Probably 7 minutes away. I said we were 15 minutes away, an hour and a half away. 5 minutes. What do you want me to tell you? I don't control these things. You hear the beat. All right. I need to make the beat go away. All right. I need to make the beat go away. I need help from you all. I need to make the beat go away. So what do I do to make the beat go away? Okay. Make the beat go away. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my God. So I was just muted? Jesus Christ. You can hear me now, right? Tell me I'm back. At least there was a beat playing, right? You know what I mean? At least they heard something for a minute. Yes, alright. Am I muted still? There I go. Alright, there I go. Wait a minute. You said there you go. My man Grassley is saying no audio. So you gotta let me know now. Am I back? Can you hear me? Can you hear my obese tones? Turn the music down. Okay, so the music is still going. We don't want the music playing right now. Because I don't know. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Canelo fight. Zero audio. I'm gonna do the complete play-by-play analysis without a single influence from the judges or anything. Unless something crazy happens, I shouldn't need to really hear what the judges are talking about. Unless there's, some type of cut or anything like that. Can hear the beat still, I know. Hard to hear with the music. The music outweighing your voice. Alright. So fuck the music. We don't need the music anyway at the end of the day. We'll kill the music. I was actually only playing the music for a second because what I'm trying to do is accomplish hearing the Canelo fight without you hearing the audio from it. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that done. So I'm just going to have to sit here and pay very close attention to the Canelo fight. I'm not relying on these damn announcers at all on this one. And maybe that's better, right? Maybe for the fight companion, I usually listen to the volume of the commentators, but very, very low, just so I could kind of hear what may or may not be going on in the fight, if there's a cut or a point taken away or anything along those lines. But listen, when it all comes down to it, it's probably better to do the fight companion with zero influence from any announcers or anything like that. So right now we are watching Canelo walk to the ring. Canelo's now in the ring. My man with the with the green point fucking dreads is doing the doing the honors of announcing this fight right now. Bivol's getting his glory. Then we're gonna have the man of the hour, the greatest boxer of this generation. No matter what anybody wants to say, you know, I'm nowhere near a Canelo stan, but it's impossible to not recognize that Canelo Alvarez is the greatest boxer of this generation. So let's see what he can continue to do. You know, I don't care what anybody says. I know he might whoop my man Triple G's ass in a rematch, but I still want to see the Triple G rematch. I think it's I think if he wants to protect his legacy in a certain way, he has to like really go out there and like decisively beat Canelo. I mean, decisively beat Triple G. And obviously, if Triple G can go out there and get the job done, Triple G would cement himself as, you know, maybe not the greatest of this generation, but he's going to go up a couple pegs if that were to happen. All right, so Daniel Cormier out in the crowd, giving pounds to the fans. That's what we got going on in the UFC. Then we're going to have Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza. Man, when I tell you, one of the craziest knockouts I have ever seen. Oh, did they just announce Daniel Cormier? Let's go. Let's give Daniel Cormier his flowers. I believe he just got announced into the UFC Hall of Fame. Let's give Daniel Cormier all the love and all the shout-outs he deserves. One of the greatest MMA fighters, UFC fighters in the history of combat sports. Olympian, good dude. Unfortunately, his rivalry with Jon Jones made the fans not like him at times, which was not realistic because Daniel Cormier is the fucking man. He's always been respectful, always worked hard, and we should be celebrating Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier, a dude who's just a little taller than me and not built much better than me in his prime, knocking out Stipe. You know what I mean? And not in his prime, I mean, but like in his prime, built like me, and he was still knocking out Stipe, knocking out fucking in Strike Force, getting the belt, light heavyweight, you know, champion, heavyweight champion, you know, Olympic, Olympian. I mean, come on, man. Let's give DC his props and stop acting like he didn't deserve everything he's gotten. Yeah. He was given the weed pound. You seen that, right? He was given the weed pound. Absolutely deserved. Shout out Daniel Cormier, man. A legend. Absolutely deserving of the UFC Hall of Fame. If there was an MMA Hall of Fame, he belongs there too. Stand-up guy. Some of his commentary people cry about sometimes. I like DC. You know what I mean? Seems like a funny, good dude to me. Yeah, DC put in that work and deserves all the accolades. 100%. 100%. All right, where we going with Canelo? All right, right now, Canelo's getting announced into the ring. Obviously, the legend, Canelo. He lost the first two to Triple G, but we'll put a stamp on the third. Yeah, in my opinion, he clearly lost the first fight against Triple G. No debate. And then the second fight was closer. I edged it to Triple G, but on rewatch, it could have been a draw, and maybe you could give it to Canelo, but I don't love it. You know what I mean? Fucking beast. Daniel Cormier. Canelo. All beast. Daniel Cormier, UFC Hall of Famer. Shout out, brother. We're waiting for this Canelo Alvarez fight to start right now. If you need a link, this is your path to it. That's your path to a link. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, if I helped you out at all. If you enjoy the content, do the right thing. You know, help me out. Support a Wigger. And go over to the Original Wiggers Comedy channel and also support a Wigger over there too. All right? Cut the shit. All right, here we go. What else we got going on here in the comment section while we're waiting for this to begin? You knocked that. Yo, Beetlejuice. I remember that fight. Look that up, guys. Beetlejuice knocks out Sonny Liston. Crazy video. Go check that out. Man was always all heart. Hell yeah. Beetlejuice. Me? Send him. Send him. All right, let's go. Let's check on this Canelo fight. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at, guys. So here we go. Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol about to begin. We're going to see now, right? We seen Canelo Alvarez move up to 175 pounds to fight a faded Sergey Kovalev. This is not a faded fighter. This is a true light heavyweight in his prime, in his physical, best physical form. Young man, believe 30. I believe Bivol is 30. Highly skilled boxer. Also has good hand speed. Also has decent footwork and has good power. So this is a big win. If Canelo gets this win, it's a big win. So we got 2:26 left, round number 1. Both men try to establish themselves. Canelo firing a couple of hooks. Dmitry Bivol keeping the jab in his face. Bivol, one of the top jabbers in all of boxing. And there's a big issue with the jab not being used enough currently in boxing, in MMA. Some fighters do use it, and it shows. And it shows in the results they can get. Both guys, they're having a jab party for the most part. Canelo just landed a decent little left hook there. Okay. But they're not much cooking yet. Both guys feeling each other out. Standing in the middle of the ring. Canelo's the only one that's unloaded. He's definitely trying to land power punches, whereas Dmitry Bivol is more keeping distance, working the jab, just pity-patting him with jabs, top and bottom. After this round, guys, I'm going to try to change the sound one more time so I can hear the fight just a little bit. And I just need you guys to help me out and let me know if you can hear the fight and the audio or only me, so I don't get struck. Minute 13 left, first round. Feeling out round for both guys. Canelo opened up through a couple big right hands, couple big hooks, but didn't really land nothing too significant. Bivol's doing a good job establishing the jab, but he's not keeping Canelo off him. Canelo doesn't look like the smaller man tonight. Nice little combination from Bivol. Couple jabs, hook up top. Doing a good job of keeping the hook in Canelo's face. Canelo's the man moving forward. Not looking to counterpunch, pressing forward for the most part. He's the guy pressing the fight at the moment with 40 seconds left in round number 1. As far as UFC, Carla Esparza walking to the ring right now. Then Rose will be coming out. So you got a few minutes before that starts if you're checking in for that. Canelo. Damn, you heard that rhino fucking breath? All right, so here we go. Keeping the jab in Canelo's eye. Keeping the jab on his head. He's going to be looking to establish that jab all night. And as of now, Canelo hasn't been able to land too much of his power shots, but he's throwing them. Nice little combination from Bivol. Good first round of action from both guys. Not a lot of back and forth action as far as, exchanges, but both men trying to establish what they want to establish. Canelo moving forward, landing a jab, landing a couple power shots. He landed a decent little jab at the end of round 1. Dmitry Bivol establishing the jab. The jab at every level is what he's trying to establish in his fight. Like I said, Bivol being one of the top jabbers in all the sport of boxing. I just figured out what I need to do for this. Guys, I need you to let me know if you still hear me right about now. Boom, boom. Microphone. Mic check. Mic check. All right, it looks like you can still hear me. And when I turn on this Canelo audio, I need you to let me know if you can hear the fight. Because if you can hear the fight, I'm going to get struck off YouTube. So let me know immediately if you can hear the Canelo fight at all right now. All right, here we go. We're going into round number 2. Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol. They just showed Mike Tyson in the crowd. Back in the middle of the ring. Canelo hands up. Bivol flicking the jab, keeping his right hand up top at all times. Not bringing his left hand back all the time. So we got to watch for a right hand from Canelo coming back off that. Canelo going for the body there. Nice little jab from Canelo. Okay, so you hear me, but you don't hear the fight, right? You don't hear the fight audio at all, I'm assuming. Carolina, I appreciate you so much, man. Beetlejuice, my brother, you as well. Appreciate all of you. Just me. You only hear me, not the fight. All right. Because I just want to keep the fight audio a little bit, just in case there's like a controversial moment. And, obviously that'd be problematic if I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, much of the same from the first round. Canelo is the guy moving forward, looking to land power shots. Dmitry Bivol, just jabs, mostly jabs. He opened up a couple times with a couple combinations, but for the most part, you're just getting a lot of jabs. There you go. Nice little combination from Bivol there. Canelo doing a good job with head movement. A lot of feints. Okay. Bivol's landed some decent shots in the second round here. Landed a decent little hook. Little clash of heads. Both fighters acknowledge it, give each other a pound, keep it moving. Rose Namajunas walking to the ring as far as the UFC. Looking determined, looking like Rose is ready to put some death to call her spars of the night. We got to see. 122 left, round number 2. Canelo versus Bivol. UFC. Caller Esparza versus Rose Namajunas. Namajunas about to start. Nice right hand from Canelo. Biggest punch of the fight so far landed for either man. Nice little body shot from Canelo coming off the shot up top. Oh, nice little combo from Bivol. Beautiful combination from Bivol. Hit him with a little 2-3 piece and a little body shot on the way out. Nice little piece of boxing right there from Dmitry Bivol. He has legit boxing skills, man. I'm telling you. People are sleeping on this kid like he's like Canelo's taking an easy fight. Nice little shoe shine. Nice right hand. Dmitry Bivol just landed a nice right hand. Nice combination from Bivol. Flashing some nice hand speed right now. 30 seconds left, round number 2. Beautiful shot to the body from Canelo. Uppercut from Canelo. Right hand from Canelo. Nice little body shot from Canelo. Canelo's firing away. A lot of them aren't landing flush, but he's the more active guy for sure. Dmitry Bivol doing a good job. Little shoe shines here and there. Jabs in his face the whole time. Multiple level jabs. I will say this. There was a couple times. Ooh, nice right hand from Bivol at the bell. There was a couple times where Dmitry Bivol clipped Canelo. Did not look hurt, but he looked like a little bit like, oh, okay. I haven't been hit with a shot like that for a little while. It did appear like it just, he at least acknowledged that it was a hard shot. You know what I mean? Rose Namajunas. I'm just going to say Rose, all right? Or Thug Rose. Because that tongue-twisting ass fucking Slovakian fucking goddamn fucking Ukrainian, Yugoslavian last name is fucking me all up right now. So Rose is in the ring. Caller Esparza is in the ring. They're about to shut the cage door. Then that fight's going to get started. Nice little, they just showed a nice little right hand landing, but then this was a beautiful combination. He hit Canelo with a good little 5-punch combination, 6-punch, but only like 3 landed, but it still looks good to the judges when you're able to, get off that many shots in a row, especially against Canelo. Round number 3. 2:48 left. Bivol once again, right back to the jab. Close first couple rounds. Very, very close first couple rounds. Let me actually write that down for my notes for later. First, close first 2. All right. So Bivol doing a good job with a couple little slick little hooks right there. Canelo just landed a nice little uppercut. The uppercut looks like Canelo's looking for that shot tonight. Oh, nice little combination from Bivol. Canelo's doing a good job of avoiding him, being slick. Using the shit he learned from Floyd. He's wearing it, though. He's wearing the shots from Dmitry Bivol more than I've seen Canelo wear shots in a long time. Red in the face. Ooh, nice little right hand from Canelo. Little mouse under the right eye of Canelo. Keep an eye on that as well. We're only in the 3rd round. And Canelo looks like he's not loving these shots that he's taking. First time I've seen it in a while. Namajunas! Thug Rose. Of course, the beast. Caller Esparza getting announced. Thug Rose coming next. Uh-oh, what are we doing? I didn't want to do that. I'm into fucking up this whole stream. I'm gonna do some weed head shit. Fuck this whole shit up. All right. Canelo jabbing, moving forward, landed some decent shots, but Bivol's deflecting some of them and rolling with some of them. Bivol just came back with a couple nice little jabs. Canelo's looking a little red in the face. His Irish fucking dad, that skin is showing right now. Canelo just swung on a home run left hook, didn't land it. Bivol does a really good job for the most part of staying in the shell. So a lot of the shots don't make it around. Some of them are making it around the gloves, but a lot of the shots are hitting the gloves or deflecting or sliding down the chin. Bivol's landing less, but he landed a bunch of really nice shots this round. Good combination punching from Bivol when he lets his hands go. 40 seconds left, round number 3. Close fight so far. First time you're seeing Canelo really get beat up a little bit here and there. Nice right hand from Canelo. 30 seconds left. Bivol does a great job of keeping those gloves up high. Nice little uppercut from Canelo. Little jab from Bivol, couple little jabs, pouring jabs. Looking for a right hand. Lands a nice little right hand on the way out. Lands another nice little shot. Another little shoe shine up top from Dmitry Bivol. Jab down below, jab up top. Oh, he just swung and missed on a big left hook. Luckily, Canelo didn't make him pay for it. But a big miss on the left hook from Bivol. All right. Going to be going into round number 4. And I'm going to be honest with you. 3 rounds into this fight, it could be any direction. Nobody's really established himself. I might edge Canelo maybe 2 rounds to 1. But there's been moments that Dmitry Bivol has had in this fight that have been better than the moments Canelo has had. So this fight could be 2-1 either direction. 3-1, I mean 3-0 either way would be a little harder to justify, but I don't know. All right, so I can pay attention to Thug Rose for a minute here. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. Round number 1. You can tell both women have a lot of respect for each other. They're feeling each other out. They just showed a nice little uppercut that Canelo landed. Thug Rose is just doing what she does, using a lot of good lateral foot movement to stay on the outside of Carla and not let her establish either her wrestling or her striking at the moment. He might, but he also might get drugged into deep water. We got to see what happens. You know, Bivol is the naturally bigger man, but that's a very possible outcome. Grass-fed, you ain't lying, brother. All right. So hold on. Let me pull this back up here. Pull this back up here. Put that on that side of the screen so I can see it. All right, here we go. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Round number 4. Okay, Kris Mannix, who works for DAZN and has some of the worst cards you ever hear in your life, has it 2-1 for Bivol. Very, very possible that's the score. That's it's hard, man. It could go either way. Like I said, very close, hard fought first 3 rounds. Oh, shit. I didn't want to do that. Right now, a lot of feeling out going on. Oh, nice little left hook from Bivol. Oh, nice combination from Bivol. Bivol letting his hands go, and he's landing shots on Canelo. He's landing a lot more shots on Canelo than anyone has probably since Triple G. And the shots are counting. You know, they're not little pity pats. He's sitting on a lot of these punches. As far as over in the UFC, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, round number 1. Still feeling each other out. Thug Rose doing a really good job of using all of the ring. Missed uppercut from Canelo. Missed right hand from Canelo. Dmitry Bivol doing a good job of distance control, where he's not on the end of Canelo's shots very often. Bivol, even when he's not throwing the jab, he's keeping his arm extended. The ref got to keep an eye on that because you got, oh, nice little right hand from Canelo. Minute 10 left, round number 4. Little left hook from Bivol. Oh, more beautiful hand speed from Bivol. Landed a couple shots, and Canelo's against the ropes, and he slipped a couple. 57 seconds left, round number 4. Got Canelo up against the ropes. That's something Triple G was able to do successfully, keep him against the ropes and land shots. Dmitry Bivol is actually taking a very similar plan that Triple G took. Jab, work off the jab, and, try to land your power shots in between. Minute 27 seconds left in the Rose Namajunas fight. Did good. Versus Esparza. Not much going on in that fight so far. A lot of respect, a lot of feeling out, a lot of sharp striking from Rose on the outside. Another nice little combination from Dmitry Bivol. Canelo tries landing a right hand. Doesn't really land. 17 seconds left. Round number 4. Another close round. Another very hard round to score. Uppercut from Canelo. Didn't really land, but it looked great. Looked flashy towards the end of the round. Shit like that could steal you around. You never know. So 4 rounds in, anybody's fight. Anybody's fight. 4 rounds in. Could be 3-1 either way. Could be 2-2. 37 seconds left in round number 1 of Rose versus Sparza. Like I said, a lot of feeling out going on. It looks like a rematch. Very often, that's how rematches look. You know, because both fighters know the strengths. They've both watched each other grow over the last 10 years or whatever, you know, however long it's been. I think it's something like that. Been a long time since the first fight between Rose and Sparza. Let's see this uppercut. Let's see if it landed. Nah, hit the gloves. It hit the gloves, but the judges still might not recognize that it hit the gloves. So it's the last thing that happened in the round. Always a chance that could steal a round. All right. So here we go. Round number 5. Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol. Right back to the middle of the ring. Bivol, right back to the jab. Been looking to establish the jab all night. Been keeping it in Canelo's face the entire night. Whether he's landing it, whether he's pouring it, whether he's just putting it out just to block his vision a bit. The whole night, that jab's been there. Canelo still pressing the action, not quite as much as he was in rounds 1 and 2. Little left hook from Bivol. Right hand to the body from Bivol. See Canelo moving forward, looking to pin him against the ropes. Bivol has done a very good job tonight as well of spinning away from the ropes the couple times Canelo was able to get him to the ropes. So a lot of nuanced and slick footwork and what want to say? Technical prowess being shown by Dmitry Bivol, especially with the footwork. Nice little 1-2 from Bivol. Left hook from Canelo comes behind it. Canelo, nice little right hand to the body. Kind of hit the arm, but you can still hear the twat. Round 2, Rose versus Sparza. Same as round 1. Not much cooking. A lot of footwork from Rose. A lot of hesitation from Carla Esparza. 1:35 left, round number 5. Canelo Alvarez moving forward, jabbing, right hand behind it. Didn't really land, but oh, beautiful left hook from Bivol. Moved Canelo back. Nice right hand from Bivol up top. Oh, he's rocking Canelo right now. He's rocking Canelo. Canelo's doing a good job of being slick with it and rolling with some of them, but Bivol's landing some monstrous shots against the ropes right there. And Canelo's saying, come on, keep it coming. And he's like, nah, bro. And he back up. He's not stupid. He knows Canelo's looking for what he did to James Kirkland. Let him get crazy against the ropes, look for a bomb. Bivol is a smart boxer, and he's showing that tonight. Jab from Canelo. Jab from Bivol. They reset to the middle of the ring. Bivol just had the best moment that either fighter has had so far in the fight. 100%. The most decisive round so far would be this round for Bivol. Carla Esparza looking for a takedown on Rose. Rose just did a good job of sprawling. As of now, Esparza can get no rhythm going against Doug Rose in the UFC co-main event right now. And she's not doing much either, Rose, just to be clear. But she's doing enough, it looks like, to take the rounds with relative ease, but not with a lot of action so far, which works out because then I can pay more attention to Canelo. So both men, same thing. Bivol's doing a great job bouncing on his feet, lateral movement, flicking the jab, left hands behind the jab. Bivol just had the most dominant round by either fighter so far in the 5th round. You write that down, motherfuckers. 5th round, Bivol, big round. Nothing too crazy, but in this fight, nothing too crazy has gone down yet, right? So when nothing has really gone on so far going into the 5th round, and then one guy has a prominent round like that, and it's the first prominent round from either fighter, that first of all, it can steal momentum. Second of all, it can sway judges. And, you got to give Bivol credit for taking the reins in that 5th round. So we're going into the 6th round. Canelo versus Bivol. It's a close fight. I think Bivol's been looking better and better the last couple rounds. If you're looking to score it, you're going into the 6th. It could be 3-2 either way. I could see some people having it 4-1. I mean, it could be 3-2 Bivol or 4-1 Bivol. 3-2 Canelo. It's a hard conversation to have at this point because Bivol's doing a really good job of avoiding Canelo's power punches, staying out of harm's way, firing the jab, and landing power shots and flurries in moments. Rose versus Sparza. Very calculated. 144 left in round 2. Canelo popping the jab. Bivol just popped it back in his face a little more stiff. Canelo is actually looking against Bivol how people look against Canelo sometimes. Canelo's having a hard time really getting to him and landing anything flush. Ooh, another beautiful combo from Bivol. Bivol's boxing ability, highly underrated, and it's on display here tonight. 2-3 punch combos, slick, foot movement, getting out of the way of Canelo's big shots. Decent little right hand for Canelo lands, but as of now, Canelo's having a very hard time finding the jaw flush or finding the head flush. Bivol covers up great. His shell is impenetrable for the most part so far, aside from a couple shots, and they were rounds earlier. Canelo hasn't landed a flush shot in the past couple rounds. 1:44 left, round number 6. Bivol is doing what I thought he could do, but what I wasn't sure if he was gonna do. And that's outbox Canelo. Very underrated boxing skills and one of the best jabs in the game, like I said. And right now, that's the difference. Nice little right hand for Canelo. The jab is keeping Canelo off tempo, and the footwork combined with the jab and the power punching and combination punching is keeping Canelo from establishing anything. Beautiful little left hook counter punch, and then Bivol walks away. Canelo landed 1 or 2 on the arms, and then he hit him with a little left hook counter punch, got right out the way, did Bivol. Great little slick moment right there. Got right out the way. Nothing can come back so far. Round number 2, Rose Namajunas versus Carlos Esparza. Looks like a 2-0 Rose right now. Not much going on, not a lot of action. Rose is using her footwork and striking, keeping Carlos Esparza from being able to do anything in a wrestling game, which is what she's aiming for. 37 seconds left. Round number 6, Canelo versus Bivol. He's got Canelo against the ropes. He's being very patient. He's not just going out there throwing reckless abandon as Bivol, but he's landing shots. He just landed another nice little right hand. Another nice little right hand from Bivol. Bivol's putting on a boxing display right now. Decent little right hand from Canelo. 14 seconds left, round number 6. In a fight with Dmitry Bivol is pulling away little by little. Nobody's looked as good against Canelo in a long time. He's landing power punches, he's landing combinations, and he's not getting hit flush. Beautiful. Most likely 4-2 Bivol. That's probably how I'd have it scored right now. All right, let's put this up for anybody that doesn't know where to find the link. That's always the power move right there. All right. You're going to have to fight through ads. You're going to get frustrated, but you're going to not pay $70, so don't fucking cry. All right. And put that right back up. I want everybody to make sure they're doing that, because after the fight, I will have all the reactions and topics and chapters itemized in the comment section if anybody just wants to skip to that. Man, Rose is putting on a clinic right now with her footwork. Just putting on a clinic. Carlos Esparza can get nothing going offensively, and she's putting on a clinic at the moment. All right, round number 7. Most likely looking at a 4-2 fight for Bivol. Bivol is looking better and better every round. The jabs are landing with more authority. Not as pity-patty. The counter-punching. He just landed a slick left hook that had to go at a downward angle to get to Canelo. And it split the glove, landed perfectly. Not the hardest shot in the world, but just a beautiful left-hand counter from Bivol. Canelo winging with shots. Cannot get to Bivol right now. Canelo Alvarez is having a hard time getting to Dmitry Bivol right now. I didn't think Bivol was going to be able to outbox him to this degree, but at the moment, Bivol is just looking slick. He's looking like he has the faster hands, and the shots are more powerful for sure. No doubt about it. Rose Namajunas. Why do I keep trying to say her last name? I just need to stop. I'm just going to stop. Thug Rose. Dominating, but not in a dominating fashion, just dominating through technical prowess as of now. Ooh, couple nice little shots from Bivol again. Beautiful little flurry. Landed a couple, missed a couple, but a beautiful flurry nonetheless. Just hand speed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots in a row from Bivol. Putting on a clinic against Canelo at the moment. 7th round, 127 left. Dmitry Bivol putting on a beautiful performance against Canelo. All right. And I believe Better Biev is fighting Joe Smith soon. Joe Smith lost to Dmitry Bivol. Joe Smith is a power puncher. Better Biev is another monster in the light heavyweight division. And I don't know if Canelo would want to fight him because he's like fucking the real life Wolverine type shit. But the winner of this fight most likely fights the winner of that fight. Rose Namajunas is looking great. Technical, outside boxing and striking. 2 minutes left, round number 3 of their fight. Oh! Beautiful counter punching from Dmitry Bivol again. Slick, firing shots back. Canelo tried to land an uppercut. Once again, whiffed on it. Dmitry Bivol looking great thus far in this fight. It's about to be the end of the 7th round. We got 26 seconds left. It's probably going to be a 5-2. Another beautiful fast counter punch attack from Dmitry Bivol. And he's beating him with boxing, right? Canelo's the smaller guy. It's not like he's beating him based upon power. The shots are powerful, but he's beating him by outboxing him. He is outboxing Canelo right now, point blank. Canelo's face a little beat up. Again, Bivol lands a couple of nice shots. Canelo slipped one, went into the ropes, got a little more of a reaction than it should have. But end of the 7th round, 5-2 Bivol most likely. If Canelo doesn't do something to change his game plan or find a way to get to Bivol more, Bivol might come away with a little wide decision right now. That's where we're trending. But Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant won many of the first 6 rounds. Mind you, this is the 7th round now, but Caleb Plant was arguably winning the first 5 rounds, or, maybe after 6 rounds, maybe it was 4-2, or something like that on some people's cards. But this is a different story. You know what I mean? He's not just pity-patting Canelo. He's not hitting him with little bullshit, baby shots. Look at that. That left hook counter that they just showed against the ropes was perfect. Picture perfect counters from Bivol. He's outboxing him. He's out hand speeding him. He's out footworking him at the moment. As far as Rose versus Sparza, just a clinic right now. You got 2 clinics going on right now, but this is, I can't say a clinic for the Bivol versus Canelo fight, but Bivol is for sure outboxing Canelo at the moment. Beautiful jab, beautiful counter punching, staying out of harm's way. Oh my God, beautiful fucking combination punching too from Bivol right there. He knows how to pitch at every speed, right? He knows when to sit on the shot. He knows when to just let a shoe shot go. Bah. Quick one. You know what I mean? Variation. But that's the story of this fight so far. Jab, staying out of harm's way, counter punching, and combination punching. And they all another nice shot from Bivol. Oh, another nice flurry. Got Canelo against the ropes. Landed some beautiful shots. Canelo's rolling with them a bit, so they're not all landing flush, but he's still landing. He got Canelo against the ropes. Minute 40 left. Round number 8. Landing shots. Now Canelo shelled up. He's against the ropes. Neither guy throwing. Bivol is an intelligent fighter. You know, he just threw a home run left hook. As he was throwing the hook, he was already escaping to the right to make sure that whatever was coming back wasn't going to have an opportunity to come back. Beautiful boxing being displayed by Dmitry Bivol tonight, man. Holy shit, what a performance so far. What a performance so far from Bivol. Canelo cannot get to this man's chin flush. Could happen at any moment, mind you. But I'm just saying what's happening as of now. Minute left. Round number 8. Bivol just landed a beautiful right hand on Canelo. That was knocking out many men. Canelo's looking a little tired. He's looking beat up. And if Bivol just let it go a little more, I can see a late finish late in this fight. If something doesn't change with Canelo. But he could change. Or he could just bite down on the mouthpiece and start landing bombs. You know, that's the beauty of fight sports, the beauty of boxing, right? Rose Namajunas, I said I was going to stop trying to say a name. Oh, another beautiful counter from Bivol. Bivol just kind of leaned on Canelo a bit. Canelo kneeled to the ground. That's a little bit of a sign of exhaustion. Right now, Carla Esparza just got her first takedown of the fight. Another beautiful little right uppercut from Bivol on the way out to Canelo. Round number 8 just came to a finish. Very possible we got a 6-2 fight right now on our hands. Canelo is going to need to win every round to get a draw on my card, a knockdown to win. At least one knockdown and win every other round. That's where I got it so far. 6-2 after 8 rounds, Dmitry Bivol. I could see 5-3. Anything else besides that, I don't know how anybody could be honest and say that would be their card. It's possible, Caesar, but right now, it's not looking good. Right now, it's not looking good. That's all I can say at the moment. Amazing commentary. Thanks for the shout out. See you on Wednesday. Good night. Carolina, I appreciate you so much. All right, Wednesday at 9:30, Original Wiggins Comedy. You'll see it right there. Subscribe to the other channel. That's just satire, commentary on viral things, obscure things. We just have fun with my man, Uncle Dust. Truly talented. Right now, Rose is putting on a clinic against Carla. Carla can do almost nothing. She did just get a little takedown, but Rose got back to her feet very quick. Namajunas. Yeah, if I do that, you're right. Namajunas. All right, here we go. Round number 9. Canelo coming out, trying to press the action. Knows he's probably down on the cards a bit. This makes... If the Triple G fight is next and Canelo loses this fight, it makes it more intriguing. It actually adds to the Triple G fight because Canelo doesn't lose much from losing this fight, right? You don't lose much from this. You go up in weight, you lose the fight. He loses a little bit because Bivol is outboxing him. And nobody, I knew it was possible because I watched Bivol, seen him fight many times. But he's easily, in a certain way, outboxing Canelo right now, Personally, that's my opinion. It could be, wrong, but okay. Carla Esparza just got a nice little takedown on Rose. Got the hands clamped on Rose's back. Looking to get the hooks in. Rose just did some slick shit. Got back to her feet and gave her a right hand for it. Rose is dominating this fight. Bivol's putting on a beautiful boxing display against Canelo. Canelo doing a good job of avoiding a lot of the combos that are coming, for sure. But he's working to avoid them shots. That's energy being burnt. And Bivol looks like beautiful, another beautiful combination for Bivol. Got Canelo up against the ropes. Round number 9, 117 left. Dmitry Bivol looking great tonight so far. Doing what a lot of purists knew was possible, but not probable. Canelo looking for the right hands. Bivol shelled up against the ropes. Nice little uppercut from Canelo. Didn't really land, but still landed a bit. Right hand from Canelo. Left hand to the body from Canelo. Right hand from Canelo. His best sequence in a couple rounds. He's trying. He's not going to go out. That's one thing you know about Canelo. He might be losing, but he's going to try. And Bivol's going to have to knock him out to get him out of there. I do believe that. And I don't think that's going to be easy to do. All right. As far as the Rose Esparza fight, I think that was the end of round 4. And it's 4-0. Beautiful technique being shown by Thug Rose in this fight. Esparza can't get much done. Rose ain't doing much either, but she's fighting her fight. This is the fight she decided she wanted to fight, and the game plan's impeccable. 11 seconds left. Bivol just landed a nice little jab. Canelo just missed on a huge uppercut. Bivol just missed on a huge left hook. Canelo up against the ropes. Round over. We're going to be going to round 10. We are most likely looking at 8-2. Dmitry Bivol, maybe 7-3. Canelo Alvarez is going to need to win every round, maybe get a knockdown to even have a chance to win. Not maybe, multiple knockdowns to have a chance to win at this fucking point. Getting worked, bro. Getting worked. I was trying to tell people about Bivol, man. Like, Bivol is no fucking joke. You know, it's not like he's like just some Canelo would actually probably have an easier time against Better Biev, the other beast at 175, but he's not so technically talented. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Caesar. Ruse is truly talented. What we got? Great takedown defense. She's doing, especially, it's developed over the years for sure. She learned a lot from the first Esparza fight. A lot of it has to do with that. Hell yeah. She was bad when she had the little long hair. 100%. All right, so here we go. Round number 10. Pardon me. I scored it like there was 10 rounds. So 7-2 or 6-3. Those are the two possible scores at this point. And both in favor of Bivol. I don't think 5-4 is possible. Maybe, but I'm looking more 6-3 is where I'm sitting right now. Bivol looks fresh. He's looked 100% comfortable from the beginning of this fight. Canelo has done nothing to take Bivol out of his game yet. He had a decent first round or two, Canelo, but Bivol, you could tell he was getting his game plan in place. And from the middle of the second round on, he's been able to keep his game plan in place the entire time. 2 minutes left, round number 10. Hold on, just dropped my pen. I'm going to pick that bad boy up. The punches, okay? 110 landed for Bivol, 61 landed for Canelo. Jabs. The lost art of the jab is on display tonight, okay? Because that jab being established from round number 1 is the deciding factor in this fight. Because the jab has set up the counter punching, the combination punching, and it's kept Canelo at a distance where he hasn't been able to just unload even if he wanted to. Right now, Canelo's in the bottom corner, red corner, minute 10 left. Canelo's looking for Dmitry Bivol to do something stupid, and Bivol's keeping just enough distance, just pouring with the jab. Oh, beautiful right hand from Bivol. Canelo kind of rolled with it a bit, but another beautiful pinpoint shot landed. You got it. My boy's vibing. My boy's chilling in the comment section. That's what I want to see. The UFC on IG again. Hey, listen. He's going to lose his goddamn channel. I wish I could, but fuck it. At least you can see that. That's dope as fuck, bro. And I'll keep you abreast to the news on the Canelo fight. And right now, technician, the Russian technician right now, just handily using his jab, his footwork, his feints, the shell, you name it. Dmitry Bivol is showing how many tools he has at his disposal as a boxer. Fucking performance of his life so far tonight against Canelo Alvarez. 7-3, 6-4, possible, but I'm looking at 7-3 on my end. That's where I'm at with it. And as far as Rose, fucking goddamn. How'd you say it? Rose Namajunas. Oh, so I gotta say Nuss instead of Ez, right? Maybe that helps. Rose Namajunas. She is just showing that she's levels and levels above Carla Esparza when it comes to overall technique, overall footwork, overall octagon control, body control, just slick striking, not an abusive performance, but still a dominant one from Thug Rose tonight against Carla Esparza. You got his goal kicked in the fight. He gives 0 fucks. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. You know what I mean? Yo, what's good, my brother? Hope all is well, my man. Hope all is well. Canelo Alvarez getting worked right now by Bivol. Round number 11. In a fight where I have Bivol up 7-3 personally. Maybe on rewatch, I might be able to find 6-4, but I'm looking at 7-3. And I don't think that's going to change. Bivol's done a great job tonight using every tool in a boxer's toolbox. And you can't ask for a better performance against the greatest fighter of this generation. Once again, the jab, snapping Canelo's head back. Even when Canelo shelled up, he's able to, and that's one of the big differences in this fight too, right? When Canelo shelled up, Bivol's getting through. The shots are either piercing or they're getting around. When Canelo shelled up, when Bivol is shelled up, Canelo cannot get to him. And he clearly has the better footwork of the two fighters too, which I don't think some people expected. So Canelo's going to need a knockout. He's going to need a knockout, or he's going to need a few knockdowns to even stand a chance here. Rose actually got the cleanest takedown of the fight. Most likely that's a 5-0 shutout for Rose. Let's see what we got. She might have stole around. They might have gave her a sympathy round since it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. Carla Esparza, baby. Right now, oh, goddamn. Bivol just landed a beautiful hook. Then Canelo just took Bivol. He got him on his back and kind of lifted him up on some slick shit. Canelo's frustrated. They were just standing shelled up, face to face, and on the release, when they both backed up a little, Bivol landed a beautiful combination. Beautiful left hook, beautiful combination. Another couple of nice shots landed for Bivol. Canelo looks a little tired. Bivol's landing beautiful combinations. Not a lot of them are landing flush, but he's letting his hands go. Canelo's up against the ropes. Looks horrible to the judges, and it looks horrible to anybody who knows boxing, because Canelo is losing this fight. And if Canelo doesn't take the loss on this fight, if he doesn't pull a miracle out of his fucking ojete right now, Jesus. Oh, I must have not been watching this. Okay. I'm going to take back all of my commentary on the Namajunas Esparza fight. Because Carla Esparza just won. I want to hear what... See, this is why I need to hear the commentators. Because I wasn't paying close attention, but every time I looked, Esparza wasn't doing shit. Let's see what we got. Joe Rogan said it was a very strange fight. We're in between rounds on Canelo versus Bivol, just so you know. I'm not leaving y'all hanging. Nothing is going on. All right, so I was right in that not much was going on in the fight. So what it sounds like to me from what Joe Rogan is saying to Esparza is that it was a very hard fight to score in general because, there just wasn't a lot going on. So maybe Rose, being the champion, might have done herself a disservice. But I gotta hear more about this, because to me it looked like Esparza wasn't doing shit. Canelo needs to go for broke. Round number 12, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. if Canelo does not go for broke and get a knockout, Dmitry Bivol has officially outboxed Canelo Alvarez, not beat him up because he was the bigger man, beat him because he was the more skilled man. We walk out of this fight unless Canelo does something, and even if he does something, knowing that Canelo Alvarez is less skilled than Dmitry Bivol. It's just a fact of the matter. Dmitry Bivol has the better set of skills, especially at 175. So, great performance from my man tonight, man. Great performance from Dmitry Bivol. Like I said, I knew it was possible. I didn't think it was probable. But prove me wrong. I can't believe Rose just lost that fight. I really need to watch that fight over tomorrow, even though it looked boring as fuck. Anybody else that watched the Rose fight, let me know what they thought about that fight, please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. A minute 26 left. Round number 12. Canelo Alvarez is about to take his first loss since Floyd Mayweather, unless he could land a fucking, 20 bottles of fucking the hottest hot sauce from Guadalajara and just in one punch, put it right in his fucking chest and explode his heart in one fucking punch and put him to sleep. And I don't mean kill him. You know what I mean? I mean, just put him to sleep. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take right now for Canelo to even have an outside chance of winning this fight. He needs to flatline Dmitry Bivol. Canelo looks tired. He looks frustrated. He looks confused. And Dmitry Bivol just outskilled Canelo. That's the most important thing to keep in mind here. Okay? He outskilled Canelo Alvarez. He did not beat him down. He outskilled him. Not something a lot of people thought was possible. The main event of the UFC will be the next thing on that end. Bivol letting his hands go, hitting Canelo with shots. Still, 10 seconds left. Canelo's not going for broke like he needs to. I thought Canelo would go for broke more, and he didn't. Another jab from Bivol. Okay, so for those in here right now, we're going into the main event for the UFC. You're going to hear me repeat myself because I'm going into another StreamYard session right now, and I'm just going to do a quick overall reaction to the Canelo fight, right? So I'm going to do so I could clip this up and send it separately. All right? So you're going to hear me do that real quick as we wait for the UFC main event to start. There is absolutely no doubt at all who won this fight. There is no question. All right? And if they get this one wrong, fuck boxing. You know what I mean? If they get this one wrong, fuck boxing forever. Yeah, if Canelo wins, bro, come on, Caesar. If Canelo wins this fight, bro, done. Done with boxing. Don't ever tell me to respect a boxing card ever, a boxing judge ever again in my fucking life. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to record this little extra content here, whatever you want to say. Let me get that ready. Where the hell is that tab at? Where is that other tab at? Here is that other tab. All right, let's enter the studio for this. The minute we hear this decision, I'm just going to record this little quick one. Record the little quick one there. And then we're going to get on to the commentary for the main event in the UFC. Justin Gaethje versus my man fucking Charles Oliveira, who lost his belt on the fucking scales. So the minute we officially get this Canelo decision, the minute it's in, and I know that my man fucking Bivol didn't get robbed on the side of the road by the cartels. My bad for all the Mexican shit, but you know, that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? If it was some white people shit, I make some white people jokes. Trust me. Everyone gets it. Everyone knows that about me. Now let's see. Judges' scorecards. Let's go. Let's see what they say. Let's hear the the scorecards themselves. Let's see what we got. Okay, they all agree. Let's see. Identical. 115 to 113. Still. Okay. 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 All right. So the cards were terrible, but the right guy won. The right guy won. All we can say is thank God the right guy won, right? All right, so let me do this quick separate thing. Don't mind me. We're still waiting for the UFC to start. All right, so here we go. Immediate reaction to the boxing masterpiece put on by Dmitry Bivol. I'm still live on YouTube right now, so go check the full session. Look in the description for topics and all that good shit, all right? Boxing excellence put on display by Bivol tonight, all right? This is the number one thing to focus on when it comes to this fight. Canelo moving up, right? So you figure the bigger guy, if he's going to win, it's going to be by power. It's going to be by bullying. But that's not what happened in this fight. Dmitry Bivol dominated this fight with boxing skill and athleticism and the lost art of the jab. He started the minute that first bell sounded, that jab came out. That jab came out. And even when he wasn't hitting with him, that jab came out. Jab came out. The jab did not stop coming out from the first bell to the last bell, right? He landed the harder shots. He landed the combination punching. He had better combination punching. He landed the better counter shots. This was a clinic by Dmitry Bivol. I told people don't sleep on this dude, all right? And Canelo is not as athletically talented as Dmitry Bivol. That's what we know now. Would it look different at a different weight? Debatable. But Canelo's the one who came up. Canelo's the one who had to get the job done, and he did not get the job done. Dmitry Bivol needs to get all the flowers tossed at his feet right now for a perfect performance. 115, 113 on all three judges' scorecards. Horrible decision. That fight was no closer than 8-4. He dominated most of the fight. It wasn't, an abusive domination. It wasn't like he beat the shit out of Canelo, from pillar to post. It wasn't anything like that. But it was footwork, staying out of harm's way, jab, counter punching, combination punching. Beautiful performance by Bivol. Give that man the credit he deserves. The judges were still looking to rob it from him almost. They had this fight this close to being a draw. A draw? If this fight was a draw, are you crazy? Come on, man. Beautiful performance from Bivol. Let me get back to my live session on YouTube. We're about to do the commentary on the Justin Gaethje versus Oliveira main event, UFC 274. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. Love and appreciate any support. Peace. All right. Now let's get back over here. Here we go. Charles ate all the burritos. Yeah. He missed weight. He was over there at the taco truck. You know what I mean? He done fucked up tonight, man. Damn card was close. Ridiculously close. Ridiculous. 115, 113. Travesty cards, okay? Horrible scoring. 7-5. Caesar, let me ask you something, bro. If I put a gun to your head and I was like, find me 5 rounds for Canelo, could you find me 5 rounds for Canelo? Could you? I need to know, because you might have to take me off earth if you give me those options. There is no way Canelo won 5 rounds in that fight. It was he showed heart, he showed grit for the first time in his career. He had to do that. I wouldn't say that. Obviously, the Triple G fights, we agree that he lost those 2. Me and you personally agree anyway. Second one being much closer. But for the first time since that fight, and this fight was interesting because it was almost like a combination of the Mayweather fight and the Triple G fight, which should have been a loss. So it's 2 losses, right? Like jabs, counter shots, boxing, and power. He combined what both Floyd Mayweather was able to do against him and what Triple G was able to do against him. And man, just what a performance from Dmitry Bivol, man. All right, let's see. Let's see. They're talking to Canelo now. And let's not shit on Canelo. We can't shit on Canelo. Let's see. Let's see. They said, did you think you won? Let's see if he gives credit. Come on. Let's go, translator. Slacking, motherfucker. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's give Canelo his respect because Chris Mannix asked him. He said, do you think, you did enough to win that fight? And he said, he pretty much said, no. He's a great champion. Sometimes in boxing you win. Sometimes in boxing you lose. And, that's just part of the business. So we should definitely give Canelo credit for not being disingenuous, not being dishonest, and recognizing that he lost that fight. But those judges, they almost robbed my fucking guy, Bivol. And we all know, right now, Russia needs all the help they can get. Russia's going through a really hard time right now. So pray for Russia. You know what I mean? But did you hear that shit? It was either Vladimir or Vitaly Klitschko said he shouldn't be able to fight tonight because of what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. So you're going to hold a boxer responsible for fucking Vladimir Putin? I mean, come on, man. I'm not with any of that shit. You can't classify groups of people no matter what. So Dmitry Bivol, Klitschko said you shouldn't fight tonight. Klitschko, you're a fucking jerk off. Dmitry Bivol, you put on the performance of a lifetime tonight. All right? So good fucking job, brother. Fuck that shit. 115, 113. All right. Charles Oliveira walking to the ring. That's the only bit of business we have left is the UFC main event. I got to go back and watch the Rose fight because I thought she won, but I must have seen some shit by now. I was really watching the Canelo fight, so I got to be honest. I'm not going to be disingenuous or say some shit like I know for sure. Moving up in weight. Yeah, I mean, listen. It's possible that that's the case, but he also moved up in weight against Kovalev. And, it didn't seem to affect him in that fight. It did affect him, though, because Kovalev did win a good amount of those rounds until he got caught. And I believe it was the 10th or the 11th, right? Or was it the 9th? I can't remember off the head. But I wouldn't blame the weight for this. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Dmitry Bivol right now at this moment with his combination of athleticism, jab, footwork, all of it combined, I think he just puts the package together a little better than Canelo, at least on this night, right? Maybe a rematch happens. Maybe Canelo goes back to the drawing board. He was very flat-footed. Canelo was very flat-footed tonight. And I think Dmitry Bivol deserves some credit for why Canelo was flat-footed. But he definitely wasn't bouncing enough. He was trying to outpower a guy bigger than him. And not only did he get outpowered, he also got outboxed. So, you can't say enough good things about Bivol on this one. Let's see what we got. I want Justin to win it, but is it a bitter pill to swallow when your opponent loses the belt on the scales? UFC allows some weight being over on non-championship fights. Yeah, 1 pound allowance, I think, right? Non-championship, but not 5-round fights. Yeah. Clearly, my brother James, clearly 115, 113. Can you imagine how much more integrity boxing judges would lose if Canelo would have stole this fight tonight? Clear fucking loss. Not even close. Anybody who's in here right now, please do me a favor. Click like. There's 11 people here. All of y'all just hit the like button. It helps other people see my content. Join us on Wednesday at 9:30 for our satire, our comedy podcast. me and my partner, Uncle Dust. All right, we truly appreciate all support. We did it. I'm celebrating, bro. You wanted Canelo to lose? What kind of Latino are you? You might get thrown out of the fucking the March of Dimes. What the fuck would I say? The March of Dimes? The March of Dimes is a charity for like fucking what? Muscular dystrophy or some shit? What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm celebrating, bro. All right. Hey, listen, I'm happy you're celebrating, man. Oh, I know why you're celebrating. Caller Esparza. I got to watch that fight again. I thought Rose kind of won, but in a boring fight, but could be very wrong. Yo, Dmitry, fatigue, composure, and stamina was impressive, bro. Flawless performance to do work like that against Canelo. Great performance, hands down. 100%, bro. What a fucking performance, man. All right, Bruce Buffer is currently announcing Charles Oliveira. Gaethje is going to be first, obviously, because Oliveira is the champ or was supposed to be. But listen, you don't make weight, you deserve to lose your fucking your belt on the scales. That's just the game. 1 pound, yeah, 1 pound allowance in non-main events as well, right? Not only championship fights, but anything that's 5 rounds. You said, right? I think you're right about that. Boxing, bro. Man, I can't get over that. Anybody could say, watch that fight and say, oh yeah. Bivol won, but only by 1 round. Only by 1 round. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, Caller Esparza. Hey, Mike, do me a favor. Did you watch the Rose Esparza fight? Did anybody pay close attention to the Rose Esparza fight? Because I was watching in passing, and it just looked like Rose was staying on the outside, touching her here and there. I thought she did enough to win a boring-ass decision, but clearly I'm very wrong about that, you know? So here we go. Like I said, one last order of business to take care of tonight. It's time. That's where we at right now, baby. It's time, motherfucker, for the fucking main event of the evening. Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. I'm gonna need to get some tea with honey next time. I'm gonna have to wear a thong though, right? Can you drink tea with honey and not wear a thong? Or do you automatically, do you have to wear a thong if you drink tea with honey? Let me know, guys. Mike, I know you wear thongs naturally. Let me know, do thongs come with tea with honey as well? Or let me know that how all that all works, my good brother. I'm gonna try to put the fight on the TV so I don't gotta look down at the phone anymore. All right, because now the Canelo fight is over, so I don't gotta worry too much about paying attention to anything but Charles Oliveira versus, oh yeah, I'll take a rematch. Canelo's gonna have to make a lot of changes. Yeah, bro, but that's what happens when you just try to talk shit off the top of the head. You know what I mean? You're like, they'll throw you out of the March of Dimes. I was trying to think what dimes was in Spanish as well, but that wouldn't have made the joke make sense either. You know what I mean? But hey, what are you gonna do? When you're swinging, sometimes you hit air when you swing. That's just kind of the way it works. So now here we go. The former champ, Charles Oliveira, who's going to have to win his belt back now because he done fucked up and ate too many fucking churros. All right, here we go, baby. UFC main event. I was thinking about going for Justin Gaethje, but now I'm even more going for Justin Gaethje because he was prepared for the fight. He got the weight down. And, yeah, that's where we stand on that. Round number 1 just started. Both men, middle of the ring. Shit was funny. Oh, here we go. Charles just landed a nice right hand to begin the fight. Nice little knee from Charles Oliveira. Uh-oh. Gaethje's hurt. Gaethje's hurt right out the gate. Gaethje just landed a nice right hand, though. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left. Gaethje starts looking weird sometimes. He looks like he got drunk in style every once in a while. Oh, he hurt Gaethje again, and then he just dropped Charles Oliveira with a beautiful right hand uppercut. Landed a beautiful uppercut. Lower leg kick from Gaethje. Nice knee from Charles Oliveira. Big right hand from Gaethje again. Just dropped Oliveira again. Beautiful left hook, right hook combination. Fast, sharp. 4 minutes left in the first round. We already got fireworks. Let's go. Gaethje moving forward. It looks like even though both men were hurt, Oliveira was definitely hurt more. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Round number 1. Please click subscribe. Please drop comments. I appreciate all support. Oh, beautiful uppercut from Charles Oliveira. Oh, beautiful knee from Charles. And a right hand on the way out. And a little kick. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. Round number 1 between Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje. Canelo just got a masterclass put on him by Dmitry Bivol. Nice left hook from Justin Gaethje. War already. Gladiator Justin Gaethje. Charles Oliveira proven he could get rocked and still keep fighting. Charles Oliveira just pulled guard. That's not right, right? No, he didn't pull guard. He just drug Justin Gaethje to the ground. Gaethje got right back up. Obviously, Charles Oliveira wants to get the fight to the ground in general, and especially after getting dropped twice in the first 2-3 minutes of the fight. 2:45 left. Nice little right hand counter punch. Justin Gaethje is throwing home runs and not even thinking about anything right now. He just missed on 2 home runs at the same time, like schoolyard. Justin Gaethje's throwing them schoolyard punches. You know what I mean? 2:27 left, round number 1 of what's already a war between Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira. Oh, nice right hand from Charles Oliveira. Oh! Charles Oliveira just dropped Justin Gaethje. Now he's on Justin Gaethje's back. He's got the hooks in. He's on Justin Gaethje's back. And he has 2 minutes and 5 seconds to work. Landed some shots on Justin Gaethje. Gaethje's holding Oliveira's hands. He's got a triangle in. He's got the triangle in. Justin Gaethje trying to escape. Justin Gaethje, okay. Gaethje escapes. And now he just got it in tighter. It's over. It's over. It's over. Justin Gaethje's going to sleep. There is no way he's getting out of this. Justin Gaethje's going to sleep. It's over. It's over. It's over. Round number 1. Round number 1. Charles Oliveira just plays Justin Gaethje's game, lands beautiful shots, drops Justin Gaethje, gets dropped twice, almost gets 1 submission. Justin Gaethje gets out, locks in the other submission even tighter, and now he's over here talking to Dana White. He didn't make weight. He's not getting his belt. He just went over to Dana White and said, yo, I need my belt. Give me my belt. Dana White said, you didn't make weight. You can't get your belt if you don't make weight, you know? And now Justin Gaethje has a little bit of leeway to say, I want the fucking rematch. Make him make weight. Give me the rematch. But from what you just saw right there, a rematch ain't going to matter. That's the best performance of Charles Oliveira's career, and he's had a lot of great performances in his career. This man got dropped like a bag of sand twice, okay? Twice. Hurt Justin Gaethje before he got dropped the first time. Dropped once. Dropped again. Got the submission. Put him to sleep almost. Tapped out. I love Justin Gaethje, but he didn't do what Justin Gaethje needs to do to win, and that's be calm, right? Control the chaos that you bring to the ring. He was going out there, no lie, throwing those goddamn fucking meet me at the fucking basketball courts at 3 type of punches, you know? And he landed some great ones too. He landed some monster punches that were sharp and short, but then he had moments where he was just, you know, he got in gladiator mode. And if you want to get in gladiator mode all the time, especially in MMA, this was going to happen. Because number 1, he lost the stand-up, right? He got hurt worse than Oliveira got hurt. Ultimately, dropped him with a right hand, got his back, missed the submission once, landed the submission the second time. Man, Charles Oliveira in recent years has turned into a different fighter. Turned into a completely different fighter. Yep. Let's go back to the comments we missed. It's a wrap. He's out for blood. But now that man is sleeping. First contender, Charlie Burritos. You got to burritos. That's one thing I know because I got so many Latino people, so many close Latino friends, Peruvians, Ricans, Dominicans, all my brothers. And it's all about the R's. You got to do the R's, right? Yeah, I bet when Spanish dudes eat pussy, they kill that shit because they just go on that shit. Just, burritos. You know what I mean? Just box that clit up. You know what I mean? Straight up. Caesar got jokes, son. Let's go. Charles Oliveira. He can't be champ, but he might as well be. It should have been his first defense, but it wasn't his first defense. Justin Gaethje is obviously deflated, feeling like shit. But Charles Oliveira, aside from not making weight, did everything right tonight. Did everything fucking right. And Charles Oliveira is one of the best stories in the history of sports, period. You know, this man came into the UFC young, wasn't ready, was a young phenom, lost a bunch of fights against, great competition most of the time, but lost a bunch of fights, quit, or you've seen quit in him multiple times, reinvented himself, and now lights out. And even Khabib, before he left the UFC, you heard Khabib go, Oliveira, I'm more worried about him than almost anybody. So Khabib is greatness. Khabib recognized greatness. All right. He's now number 4. Oh, no, number 4 or 5. It looks like he's number 5 on the all-time list. 21 wins in the UFC at this point. Yeah, he's got some losses too. But that shit don't matter right now, right? Because in his wake is Michael Chandler. In his wake is Dustin Poirier. In his wake is now Justin Gaethje. So all them losses, all those tribulations, all the hate that he might get for having some stumbles in his career, it doesn't mean shit right now, because that man has beat 3 of the top guys in the world in his last 3 fights and was on a crazy win streak prior to that. And Tony Ferguson. And he beat Tony Ferguson. Let's give this man the love, the respect he deserves. And it's not like he missed weight by 3, 4, 5 pounds, and he walked in the ring and he's fucking, walking in the ring like, looking all fucking brolic or fucking, water in his fucking cheekbones or some shit. He missed the weight by very little. A little controversy with the scales. It doesn't take away from the performance. The performance was amazing. All right. Great night of fights overall. Me personally, what I would like to see at this point, I want to see that Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira rematch. I think that's what we got to see. I mean, what else are we going to see? Right? Gaethje did beat Chandler, but Chandler just fucking put Tony Ferguson into 2010. That motherfucker's back on his win streak right now. You know what I mean? Tripping over the fucking wires, going to the stage before he fights Khabib. He just put him, he gave him the Michael J. Fox. You know what I mean? That motherfucker, Michael Chandler kicked him in the face with the fucking, the capacitor. You know what I mean? That motherfucker gone. So I don't know. Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, would that be the move? Who's the other guys? Let's just look at the UFC. What is it? Is it lightweight? What is their weight technically? I know it's not welterweight. Yeah, okay, it is lightweight. I wanted to make sure before I said it as if I was certain. So this is what we got as far as the UFC's rankings in the lightweight division. And let's see what we think should be the next move for Charles Oliveira, considering the rankings, right? I'm pretty sure the Michael Chandler fight is the fight to make, just based upon the fact of they fought in the past. He almost beat him, Michael Chandler, and see what we got. So Poirier just lost to him. You're not going to make that fight. Oh, it's got to be Makhachev. You might have to. You got to give Makhachev the fight. Oh yeah, that's the fight. I'm bugging. They didn't remake Makhachev versus Dariush yet. Michael Chandler can't jump them. I say you got to make Michael Chandler either fight Makhachev or Dariush or Makhachev and Dariush fight. The winner of that would then fight Charles Oliveira. That's where I'm sitting. You probably got to give it to the man who's the the phenom right now in the UFC, and give Makhachev that fight, right? You can't. Michael Chandler can't leapfrog. No fucking way. No way. Even though we need to see that rematch at some point, if Chandler still keeps looking good, we got to see Makhachev. But I think Dana White might make Makhachev fight Dariush, and probably rightfully so, before he gets the crack against Oliveira. But Oliveira, I mean, my God, has this man not? I don't know if you'd be hard pressed to find anyone in the history of combat sports who has reinvented themselves to the point Charles Oliveira has reinvented themselves. You'd be very hard pressed to find another guy. So, what do you guys say? Talk to me. Do you think Makhachev gets it next? Dariush gets it next? They fight, then the winner of that gets it? Before I leave, I want to hear your thoughts on that, y'all. Because I'm going to clip up this video and the one I made before and re-upload them, because you could get a lot of traction sometimes as far as views and subscribers if you do that. But I want to get an idea what the comment section thinks should be next for Charles Oliveira. Tony got, bro, he got, he got, Tony Ferguson got kicked to Nibiru. You know what I mean? That motherfucker got kicked to Nibiru, bro. You know what I mean? That motherfucker doing the dance on the Mayan calendar right now. You know what I mean? Looking at Nibiru. You know what I mean? In the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got flattened, bro. Jesus. We did Dmitry Bivol. Man, what a performance from fucking Bivol, man. Everyone should respect him. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Performance, career-defining performance for Dmitry Bivol. Now you got Joe Smith and Beterbiev fighting, I believe. Beterbiev, I love Joe Smith, but I need to see Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. I need to see it. But Joe Smith is a one-punch, concussive knockout puncher, right? But he also got boxed around the ring by Bivol a couple years ago. So I don't want to see that one again. So the best thing for boxing, especially now Bivol has a little attention on him due to Canelo, is for Beterbiev to beat Joe Smith, and then Dmitry Bivol versus Beterbiev fight for every belt in the light heavyweight division. I believe they have all the belts between them. Not positive. I'm 90% sure. Yeah, because Kovalev's fighting for the cruiserweight belt. Yeah, they have all the belts. So that would be a unification belt, a unification fight for every single belt. So that's what we need. That's what we need next. Period, point blank. Number one contender versus number two. So Charles, but he just beat Dustin. Dustin's not going to get an immediate rematch. No way. No way. So by your thinking, grass-fed, pardon me, Dustin Poirier is going to have to fight either Makhachev or Dariush, right? Those are going to be the options. It's either going to be Makhachev versus Dariush and Poirier rematch versus Gaethje to keep that, to figure out that spot again, right? And or Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier, most likely, and then the winner would then at that point earned another title shot. I think that's where we're sitting. But with that being said, to your point, grass-fed, Dustin Poirier is a pay-per-view draw. And as we see with Conor McGregor and with anyone who's a star, right? Forget skills, forget wins. When you're a star, it's very easy to leapfrog. So it is possible you could get that rematch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me ask you a question, HDK. Did you watch the Rose fight like 100% pay close attention? And do you think she lost? Because I was watching the Canelo fight, right? And looking at the Rose fight. And to me, it looked like Rose did enough to win just by staying on the outside, touching her a little bit, stuffing her takedown attempts. If I'm wrong, I need you to tell me before I rewatch. And I don't really want to rewatch because that fight was fucking paint drying regardless. People say rankings in. rankings in the UFC matter, but once it comes down to superstar status, they don't matter. You know what I mean? Like in boxing, you kind of almost have to, do the rankings. Whereas in the UFC, because it's a monopoly and how it's dominated and controlled by just one group of people, you could say, fuck it. This makes more business sense. So we're going to give Dustin the immediate rematch. You know what I mean? So it does matter, but it definitely don't matter as much as boxing. That's 100%. Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, you're supposed to beat the champ, like really beat the champ convincingly. But on the same token, it looked like Rose just didn't do enough. It looked like she didn't even try to do enough. Now that I'm getting the description, let me see. Now, Rose definitely lost. I think 3 more strikes for Rose, but octagon control and aggressiveness, the 2 or 3. Okay, takedowns for Esparza made her win. Okay. So that was the difference in the fight. Okay, because you know what it is. Like I said, I was watching Canelo, so I might not even seen her takedowns. So all I seen every time I looked was Rose doing semicircles around the ring, touching her here and there, little kick, little punch here and there, touch, like a sparring session. It looked like Rose was having kind of a sparring session with her. But that makes sense. If she got a few official takedowns and Rose didn't do anything, to make people pay attention, then yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. All right, I'm going to leave. I appreciate anybody who was in here tonight. All right, remember, always look in the description of our long podcast on Wednesday at 9:30, the original Wiggers Comedy Podcast. Always look in the description of any fight sports streams that you see. I will always have clickable topics and chapters in. Oh, now 16 people want to pop in when I'm thinking about leaving. Jesus. All right. The people who just popped in, if you want to hit the comment section with some words, I'ma stay, right? But if you're not going to give me comments to work with, it's more beneficial for me to clip up the shit that I've done already and re-upload those, and I'll get more traction on those than if the if the comment section is not giving me nothing to work with right now. My man Caesar breaking out. Anyone who's been in here tonight, I like for real, thank you for the support. Please, 11 people in here right now, just click like on the way out. Click subscribe. Check out the comedy podcast every Wednesday at 9:30. Go subscribe over there if you like satire and jokes and just dudes, talking shit, having fun, laughing at how ridiculous the world is for a couple hours. That's every Wednesday at 9:30. Every Saturday, maybe 9, maybe 10, maybe 11, depending when the main events are. Boxing and UFC, Fight Companion, live commentary, fight sports talk, shit talk, all that good stuff. I'm going to leave for now. I'm going to re-upload what we've done so far here tonight, clip up the good pieces, hopefully get some views, get some traction off those. Appreciate anybody who checked in. If you're not subscribed, if you didn't click like, hit that motherfucker on the way out. HDK, thank you, my brother. That's the cosign I need. All the way from Australia. My man, Grass-Fed Stories. All right? Listen to Grass-Fed. He's a wise man. This man knows all of the crazy history you could ever imagine. He knows how big fucking King Richard's dick was in 1682. One day we're doing the podcast, and my man's like, oh, King Richard, 4.5 inches flaccid, 7.2 completely erect. I'm like, oh, shit. Grass-Fed, thank you for the knowledge. Queen Elizabeth, pussy diameter, 9.5 inches. You know where she's going on the weekends? Harlem. Nah, but anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. HDK, if you ain't doing shit in a little while, hit me up. Maybe we could do a little bullshit stream. Either way, much love to everyone out there. Click those likes, click those subscribes, show that support. Every time I try to leave, more people hop in this bitch. The fuck are they doing? I'm about to leave this stream running and go do the other shit I do, right? That's what I should do, right? That's what I should do. That's what I'm going to do right now. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this shit running with something playing. You know what I'll do? You know what? No, I shouldn't play the abortion video because that might kill it. Should I do this? Should I scheme, HDK? Should I scheme? Or it might make people mad, right? If if the title's all the boxing shit and then I play Wigger clips for the next fucking 2-3 hours and then just pop it in thinking it's some boxing shit. What do y'all think? You'll tell me to vote on that. Should I wrap it? I should wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it. I love y'all. Hit subscribe on the way out. Every Saturday, live fight companions, live commentary. Every Wednesday, comedy and satire with my man Uncle Dust. I appreciate all of you. Have a good rest of the weekend. If there's any mothers watching this, happy Mother's Day to the good ones. And go fuck yourself.